is here to kind of give an explanation ahead of time, and Vodkos, interestingly enough, is going to send a couple of these Dragoons up, I guess just to test the front. Some Zerglings pulling down as well. Honestly, this is not a large enough force to really attack this. Maybe to just get a check at what's going on. The Medic Marines pushing down Firebat in grouping as well. A bunker going down at the front door just to provide a little bit of extra defense, it looks like. Probe getting caught out in the field. And let's see how close we are in the Dark Templar. 2 Dark Templar are going to be loosed in a moment. So so it looks like the way the strategy is going to work, looks like they're going to go after InRain. He's going to try to blind the overlords as best he can. There actually doesn't look like there's a single overlord near the front, so it's not going to make a difference actually as this Dark Templar come up. But ultimately, if Artosis can blind overlords, those Dark Templar are basically going to have free reign inside InRain's base and actually out in the field as well. Another gateway going down. Looks like Weapon 1 well on its way. Let's see. And yeah, the Dark Templar pushing in right now, and they're just going to be able to slip right on by. There is no overlord here at this location. More Medic Marines pushing out. Looks like a couple Zerglings killed there by the blood on the ground. So pushing up. Let's see if Vodkos does have a large force. Let's see if he decides to push it out to help his friend here. A couple Mulas pushing up, and I guess they're gonna try to pick out the Medic Marines. The 2 Dark Templar slipping into InRain's base. InRain trying to bring that Overlord back, and we'll see. And now it's just a question of how many probes does Gentho get. Looks like 4, 5. Getting 5 before losing that first Overlord, and looks like he's going to lose losing that Templar, losing both Templar right there. And let's see if InRain really has a sense of mind to bring this Overlord back towards the front. Looks like he does have that sense of mind. Now it really comes down to it, because as you can see, Vodkos moving out with this large force, Mulas harassing. He needs to keep these medics alive long enough to, blind these overlords inbound. He really wants to get all 3 of these overlords, so that Gentho can keep moving those Dark Templar into the front. 2 Dark Templar en route, and really, yeah, the issue here is going to be the Dark Templar. Medics needs to protect those medics. 1 medic down, only 3 medics left. The Dark Templar are still raging. It looks like both players going to the north managed to blind all 3 overlords with a comm set to get over that cliff blinding edge. So excellent job. Now the Dark Templar are going to go in and do their work, and all 3 overlords blind. So InRain in a lot of trouble here, and the closest overlord here is at the north, and it looks like Artosis might be in a little bit of, Gentho might be in a little bit of trouble here, because you can see Dragoons and also Mutalis probably going to be bearing down here in just a moment. In the meantime, Drone Massacre at the hive here. Dark Templar, this is a Dark Templar's dream right here. Blinded overlords, can't do anything, going to take down the Spire first. Let's see if Gentho can hold off in the meantime. He does have these 2 Dark Templar alongside, but there is an overlord nearby. Looks like he's just going to hold position that Dark Templar on the ramp to keep both Vodkos and these Mutalists back. I guess not stopping the Mutalists, but going to force them to engage the cannon and Dragoon one-on-one. Trying to take that cannon down. The cannon is now down. And as soon as that Dragoon's down, our Gentho basically isn't going to have anything to really fight the Mutalisks off. He doesn't have anything to fight the Mutalisks off at this point. And yeah, another Dragoon being produced, but still that Dark Templar holding back this Dragoon force. Overlord slowly moving up. Looks like another grouping of Firebats and Marines pulling up, as well as 2 medics lagging. Again, if that medic can once again blind that Overlord, these Dark Templar are going to hold the day. 3 cannons going down in Artosis's base, in Gentho's base again. And as you can see, looks like, yeah, everything absolutely destroyed at the front. Basically, InRain's essentially out of this at the point. Doesn't have any drones, doesn't have enough resources to buy a drone, and it looks like that Overlord was in fact blinded. So Gentho and Artosis are probably going to take this match, saving some miraculous play from Vodkos and InRain, attacking these Dragoons at the front. But there is still a chance. Basically, Vodkos, as you can see, is expanding. He realizes he has to get his economy up if he's going to fight this in the near future. Really, what he really needs to do is he needs to take out Gentho, but it's going to be so hard with these Dark Templar. Already 1 gateway down for Gentho. At least he can do enough damages. Didn't look like he did a lot of damage, though. At least he could have done enough damages to kind of push the rest out. A couple Zerglings being produced in the meantime. Actually, I think that's just Zerglings that were already produced. Looks like they're going to push towards Artosis' front. So what's left of InRain's forces, as well as the Dragoon force, is going to push and make sure that Artosis doesn't have an easy time expanding. And with this Mutalist group, I think he will be able to take out this command center, but 4 tanks waiting in the perch, so this isn't going to last long. It looks like the Dragoons were trying to breach there, not going to be able to. SCV's blocking the way and pulling back. I still think they're going to be able to get the command center here between these Mulos and Dragoons. It looks like a couple, and yeah, going to pin that Overlord in. And as soon as he kills that, yeah, Overlord down. So Dark Templar, let's see, it doesn't look like any Dark Templar en route, but really isn't going to need it. He's going to be able to fight it off with these 4 tanks anyway. Let's see if these Mulos finish off that command center. Yeah, starting to finish off that command center. InRain, as you can see, is essentially out of it. He's only got that hatchery and that Sun colony left. And it looks like Gentho is also expanding simultaneously. And yeah, single cell it in here to join that attack force. So now it's up to Vodkos. Looks like he has a robotics facility down 2 cannons and 4 dragoons to hold his front. It's up to him to do something miraculous here. He's got 4 gateways down. I'm not sure that he really has the economy to do it. It's going to be extremely difficult. Extremely difficult in this regard to really come back in this, especially 2 versus 1 against 2 opponents that are essentially equaling you economically. It looks like not totally equaling economically. It looks like Artosis is actually in the red as far as supply after that command center went down. So it's going to be a minute before he can really supply troops. So that's buying Vodkos a little bit of time. But it's going to be hard. It looks like that Nexus is almost up, as well as 5 cannons. 4 cannons, it looks like, actually, in a pylon, as well as a gateway. InRain finally, looks like he was finally eliminated. As you can see, the creep receding and peace is restored. Anyway, Citadel of Adun, I was looking maybe to see if he was going to upgrade Zealot speed. Who knows? Looks like he's getting armor 1 in the meantime. And pushing some Dark Templar down, but this isn't going to be as effective because you can see that Observer out in the field. Yeah, Dark Templar very quickly meeting their demise, going back to the Ethar. Actually, never mind. I won't get into mythology of zealots and whatnot that has been recently released by Blizzard. Speaking of Blizzard, go check out blizzard.com. They're the ones who's sponsoring this. Looks like Vodkos, in the meantime, expanding one more time. Again, has to get way ahead economically if he's going to be able to participate in this fight. But yeah, I think they have a link directly to the BlizzCast that Karun did. And he's awesome. He's basically our community, the StarCraft community supervisor, I guess. I'm not quite sure what exactly that title entails, but he's an awesome guy, and he gives us all sorts of awesome community stuff. So props to him. We all love him. We love you, Karun. And also check out starfeeder.com for basically all the results and everything. The finals have actually already happened a while ago. I'm going to do those next. Dragoon, and I think this is the last Dragoon force we're going to see out, and as you can see, it's getting pinned in and annihilated by an Archon, by tanks, and there, GG from Vodkos. So I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary. Finally got it out, it looks like. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna get the rest of the set out here. It looks like mediaesports.com going up 1-0 with a very creative